Hey everybody, it's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. Of course, I never am trying to discourage you from doing plank when I give you another option. Like if you want to do plank, do plank. But on the off chance, the very rare chance you're not in love with planking for 90 seconds roughly, I just like to provide options then. So the option today is going to be to tense your body as much as you can, scrunch up your face, tense your hands, squeeze your butt, tense, and then just relax. Now, if you're seated, that's going to be hard because you can't fully relax. So I'd recommend lie down on a couch for this one, tense as much as you can, and then as relaxed as you can be, and play with that. And/or just play with if you lie down on the couch, can you relax more and more and more? Like actually let the muscles release. All right, so today's plank is another Star Wars adventure. So when we arrived, before we went into the Galactic Star Wars cruiser, they gave this briefing about what to expect. And they showed if this alarm goes off, it's part of the experience in play. If this alarm goes off, then that's a real emergency and we all need to get out. And at the time I made a note oh, there's going to be an alarm that goes off with a, fake emergency. But by the time we're in the game, I have forgotten about it. So it's the second day, and we've been talking about how my brother's disappointed it's closing and he's never going to get to bring his kids. But his 5-year-old, who's currently really into Star Wars, would probably be terrified. He'd think everything's real and he'd be really scared. And his 3-year-old isn't into Star Wars currently. And we didn't really know how she would take it because she's not there yet. So on the second day, my brother FaceTimes, video calls his family to talk to them. And he's talking to his wife and his 5 and 3-year-old. And he's in our room and he's showing them the room, which looks like the spaceship. And there was a screen you could pull up and this computer generated image of this droid would come up and she would talk to you. And he's showing her that, showing the kids that. And at this moment, the First Order, who are the bad guys, take over the ship. And it's an emergency. So the sirens are blaring and apparently in the room the power goes out. So the droid he was showing them shuts down and tells them that there's the First Order is taking over and get out, and then shuts down, right? And I think the lights are going nuts. Things are going nutty. And it seems like chaos. And my poor 5-year-old nephew starts crying and says, Daddy, get out. I don't want you to die. And my 3-year-old niece, not understanding and I think trying to counterbalance her brother, says, that's okay, Daddy. If you died, I'd be happy. My brother's I've got these 2 kids on opposite ends of the spectrum. Neither know what's happening. And I think my sister-in-law was kind of all right, you've left me for the weekend and now I need to handle this. And so we FaceTime the kids back with one of the cast members and actors and we say, our niece and nephew are scared. Can you tell them it's okay? And he reassures them. And somewhere in the mix, there's a line where I think my brother says, it's okay. I've got a lightsaber. We're going to be okay. We're going to win or whatever. To which I think my sister-in-law was like, you think you're going to win? You couldn't have just called back and been like, we already won and everything is fine here. But needless to say, the good guys did win. My brother survived, and all is well with the world. But he was right. My nephew at 5 years old would think this world was reality. But it's not just him. I mean, Disney did a good job of making you feel like you were in this real world, and that was half the fun. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and keep moving.